Feeding 3,000 hungry sailors was an exhausting job. Men who worked in food service described their work.
In the morning, the chief would decide what was going to be on the menu for that day. Like, they selected what they wanted you to make, you made it and served it.
And we fed 20 hours a day when we were doing flight ops. And we always had something, even if it was just a burger and pizza line, we had something open all the time.
We got up at 4 in the morning, and we had to have breakfast ready for 6 whenever they started through the line.
I did the regular breakfast, lunch, and supper, and then we were there for mid-rats too.
Mid-rats was a meal for the pilots and for the people who had watch. They'd miss one of the meals, so would have all these sandwiches and milk ready for them that they could take up and put on watch with them. So the pilots, they'd come down and, yeah, we talked, and they'd say what they ran into, or they'd show us pictures of the bombing and what they hit, things like that. So we got to know pretty much what was going on.
You worked everything. Certain people would do the coppers, and other guys would set up the line.
They might spend most of their time as cooks, and they'd be behind the fryer all day, or they'd be stirring these great big kettles of vegetables.
We fried bacon. We made stews like you do at home. We had eggs to order. You could order them any way you want them, sunny side up, flipped over, scrambled.
After everything was finished, we'd have to take the trays out, and you had to clean up the galley.
The galley had to be clean. That's one thing for sure. That galley had to be tip-top.
You had to scrub everything. The coppers, everything was stainless steel, but you still had to clean it up. Because it was messy after, the line went through and everything.
We used to use, to clean up the serving line, you had to clean the steam pipes that heated the water. And it was copper. And they would get all dingy and stuff. Well, the trick is to fill it up with water and pour a package of cherry Kool-Aid. You pour that in the water, swish it around for a while, let it sit, and the pipes would look like you'd polished them by hand. So every night we have plenty of cherry Kool-Aid to clean the pipes.
Everybody who was supposed to touch food in preparation, either in the wardroom or on the mess decks, they really did their job well. I gained almost 20 pounds from the time I got on the Intrepid in '68 till I got off in '69. So I thought it was good food.